A lot of great shows, a lot of great stuff today. This is from Liberty Orchard, and you're getting a 60 count of the fruit and nut confections assortment. So I was talking about this earlier. This is from our friends in Washington State. It's a 100-year-old company started by two men who bought the Liberty Orchards, and they had an idea to make fruit candy from the surplus of apples that they had there. And they used this old world recipe to bring us these fruit candies. You're getting 60 of them. They come out to about 65 cents each because our QVC price is $39. So again, 65 cents each. Can you imagine what you can get for 65 cents at the store? Not a lot. But these are 65 cents each. It's the largest assortment offered. And you're gonna get some choices here. And I'm gonna bring in our friend. Look, I'm not gonna talk about it because I can bring in Marie Louise to talk about it, but it's a great snack. It's also in a great box, and the cool thing is you can lock this in and get them on auto delivery every 60 days for a year. There's my Marie Louise Ludwig, who's got the box in her hand, and I think she's showing that apple orchard, and she's right here with us.
TJ, I think that this story is just such a great representation of what makes QVC so special. Here we are able to go to a family business over 100 years old, all the way over in the beautiful Valley of Kashmir in Washington State. Sure, they have a little factory store. If you happen to be in that area, you can stop by and grab some candies. But QVC makes it possible for our family to try a recipe that dates back for generations. And this happens to be a beautiful artist's rendering of Liberty Orchards and all of those apple trees there. And we are not on a lot. We just don't mass produce these. These are fruit juice, fruit concentrate, fruit purees, and the freshest complementary nut to each one of those fruit flavors, made in small batches. And we just can't turn around. So if you love this and you've been waiting for these to come back, let's show you how it's made. We're going to take you on a little trip there. So you know what, TJ, think about if you've ever made jam. Have you ever made jam?
I'm going to get you.
I know, okay. This is what jam takes a lot of fruit made in small batches. So the consistency of this when it is done is like a marmalade, really rich and thick.
Yeah.
So they pour it out, they let it cool. All of the nuts are mixed in ahead of time. They cut them into 2-biter pieces, I like to say. It is dusted in powdered sugar for 2 reasons. Kind of rounds off the juicy and brightness, and also allows us to individually wrap each candy. What you're seeing right there is just like a container that we've loaded up with them. These are all individually wrapped for freshness. So we make these on demand, and we're happy to have them back right now, but these sell out as fast as they can come in. So it's really a nice treat to be here on a Saturday afternoon to probably finish off this round.
Oh, listen, we might get the laundry clothes ready. Let's heat them up.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the flavors.
A lot to unpack here. Yeah, we have a lot to unpack here. So I would love it if our QVC producers could get some tight shots of those cut pieces. I want you to see the bias cut on there because I want you to see what it looks like on the inside. Beautiful jelly, lots of nuts. Only one in this selection does not have nuts. There you go. Perfect on there. These are soft, they're pillowy, they're melt in your mouth. Whatever fruit it is in your particular candy of choice, you definitely can pick that fruit flavor out. They pick the ripest, the freshest fruits, the best of all nuts on there. Only one in this collection doesn't have nuts this time, and that's our cranberry orange sorbet. This collection in particular today is giving you 6 each of our 10 all-time favorites. So here we go, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. That is a lot.
It looks like a palette of paint. Yeah, it's wow.
Pieces of candy. So 6 each. I'm going to start up here of the cherry almond crunch, my absolute favorite. It's got little bits of cherry in it and almond. Next to that, this is where it all began. This is called an applet. That is apples and walnuts. That was our first candy. Next to that, a little bit more tropical. You're getting 6 of the pineapple macadamia, 6 of the blueberry almond, 6 of the strawberry and walnut. And I had one of those earlier, and it just reminded me of those fresh summer strawberries that we have here on our farm, just juicy. 6 of the apple pecan pie, 6 of the cranberry orange sorbet, 6 of the boysenberry and hazelnut. If you've never had a boysenberry, kind of like a cross between a cranberry and a blackberry. It's got a little bit of a tanginess to it, but very good. 6 of the raspberry and pecan, and finishing it off with 6 of what we call the cotlet, which is an apricot and walnut in here. This is what it looks like out of the box.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about a great bill to ship to, or taking it to somebody's house for the holidays, perhaps an Easter gift because it's coming up right around the corner, they will get this box. On the back is the story of Liberty Orchard's candies. I love that. I really love that. When you open it up, then this is what you will find on the inside. Look at all of this candy, and this is what we call the romance card.
Yeah.
So they can pick based on the colors on here, and it shows what each color coded candy wrapper is. So you can pick what you want on the inside. So this is the way the box arrives. You've got well over 6 months to think about eating all of these. These are really great for kids 2 to 92 or 100. We're living longer now, aren't we?
Let's stay longer and eat more. So here's the first thing I noticed. That box is so colorful. It reminds me of like a children's game. I don't want to say it's like Chutes and Ladders, but it makes me happy, and it reminds me of bright, sunny fruits. And so I love all the colors. And then when you open it up and you see all the flavor profiles and you see your little romance card in there with all the different flavors, what a great gift.
Yeah, have you had one of these?
I haven't. Listen, I'm waiting.
I wish I would have left you some in the studio, but we were kind of last minute. We had some fill-ins because of all the weather, but check this out. These are so soft, but you can literally pull them apart. Look at how juicy they are. Pulling them apart, you could just see. Just nice and sweet and juicy. The fruit is truly the star in this candy. As I said, every single flavor, no matter what, I always kid saying, if you put a blindfold on and we gave you one of these and we said, which flavor is it, you would know exactly, because fruit juices, fruit concentrate, fruit purees, it starts and finishes with fruit, and then fresh nuts that go with it. A recipe, TJ, that dates back century, if you will, because this started, as you said in the beginning, 2 young men came from the Near East to America looking for a better way of life, landed in the beautiful Liberty Orchards. How lucky were they? And what did they do with all of these apples? Well, they took a recipe that dates back generations from their country, which if you know the book, The Lion, the Witch in the Wardrobe?
Yep.
Yeah, Turkish Delight. Very similar
that's
to
Turkish
that.
Delight.
So,
oh, wow.
Yes.
That got that dude in a lot of trouble.
Look,
he betrayed his brothers.
Alberti loves this. Alberti is very familiar with this candy. Alberti is, and he absolutely loves it. So, we've enjoyed so many candies over the holidays, and we still love our chocolate. I should have my little heart done like Larry there. But it's nice sometimes to step aside and enjoy a fruit. And after the holidays, if you're cutting back a little bit, you don't want that entire piece of apple pecan pie, how about just a nice apple pecan pie candy? These are about 65 calories a piece. And these are the cutaways on there.
Okay.
So you can see, if you push on these, look how soft they are. Nice and soft. And I know growing up, we had candies called fruit slices, which were just a whole bunch of sugar and a whole bunch of dye and rolled in a whole bunch of more sugar. And yeah, you loved them. But this is so very different. So you've got apple pecan pie. You've got boysenberry hazelnut there. You've got the apricot and the walnut. You've got the cranberry orange sorbet, which is fresh cranberries and oranges. It tastes so much like my mother-in-law's famous Thanksgiving relish. She makes the best relish with fresh cranberries and orange pieces and walnuts come together. That doesn't have any nuts in it though, but that flavor there is just beautiful.
I love that as an alternative to chocolate, like you said, because look, we know that we can have the chocolate, but it's a change. So I want to ask you, how long do these last? Can I how do I store them? Do I just leave them on the counter?
Just keep them. You don't want to freeze them. You don't want to put them in the refrigerator. Anything that gets too cold or is outside and gets near moisture gets a little bit sticky. They're very well wrapped because we finish them off with a little dusting of powdered sugar. It keeps them nice and fresh in the wrapper and keeps them very easy to open so they don't get all sticky in there. But remember, in this, you are getting 6 each of 10 of our most popular flavors ever. Should we go through them again?
I would love to go through them again. I would love to go through them again.
I think that there's something for everybody in here. So you're getting 6 of the cherry almond crunch, 6 of the apple walnut, 6 of the pineapple macadamia, 6 of the blueberry almond, 6 of the strawberry walnut, 6 of the apple pecan pie, 6 of the cranberry orange sorbet, 6 boysenberry and hazelnut, 6 raspberry and pecan, and 6 of the cotlets, which is an apricot and walnut. That
Yeah.
was our second candy that we did. Company is well over 100 years old, a small business out in Washington State in the beautiful valley of Cashmere. I'm going to hold this up again and put this down. I'm going to show you this picture again.
Yeah, I
This
want the
is actually,
box.
I said,
There we go.
someday I'm going to get out there and I'm just going to sit under those apple trees and just eat all the apples that I want to eat. But look at that beautiful thing. And how wonderful that we've been able to bring this, and our QVC family has embraced this company for years. We have been on for, several years. I know I've had the honor of presenting for this company, and it doesn't go away because the candy is so good.
The candy's so good. The presentation is so
Mm-hmm.
good. Like, it's a perfect gift. And I keep saying it's a gift, but
Yeah.
you should really get this for yourself because it's something that you can snack on. And like you said, if you don't want to have that entire piece of pie, which I do, but if you don't necessarily want to have that today, this is something that is close to that. And as Marie Louise was showing us, those 10 different profiles that you have, they're all wrapped. You can take them with you. You can even put them, in a little plastic baggie and put them in your purse and have them there. I know my mom, when she picks up my niece from school, she needs a little bit of extra sugar when she's waiting for her to come out of school from the line. And she always has to have a snack. So this would be great for her.
You know who this would be great for? The grandmas / GGs or whatever you're going to be, G-mom for today, to put in your purse to have at church. I remember we used to get that. We used to get that stick of gum that would be at the bottom of my grandma's purse, to keep us quiet. This is a perfect little thing because it stays nice and fresh in the wrapper. Unless your kids can't have nuts, they're getting fruit juice, fruit concentrates, fruit purees from a company that makes everything in small batches and takes the time and the care to create these traditional recipes that really have not changed for generations. All of these are individually wrapped. The word that could best describe these is juicy. They really are juicy. You get through that little dusting of powdered sugar on the outside. When you take that first bite out of the wrapper, it's soft and juicy and pillowy, and it kind of melts in your mouth. So it's a really nice, soft chew on there. So many different flavors. I mean, there truly is something for everybody. And as we come up on the Easter holiday, which is rapidly approaching, these would be incredible in an Easter basket. You've got
Yes.
plenty to spread around in an Easter basket. This is a great thing to have in the candy jar at the office because they're all individually wrapped. You don't have to worry about anybody's hands in the jar of the peanut candy, where's your hands been, sticking your fingers. Everything is wrapped. It stays nice and fresh. You've got plenty of time to enjoy them. And so many people love these. You can't go wrong.
So many people do love you can't. So Marie Louise, I have to say, when you talk about this would be great for like grandma or nana or all the, and you have this in your purse for church. My grandmother used to give my sister and I Rolaids. My mom was like, okay, we don't need to do that anymore. But she was even giving us Rolaids. So this would be a little bit
And
different.
you know what your grandmother would say, because I'm of that age now? And look at you, you turned out okay.
Exactly.
Stop complaining, you turned out just fine.
I know, exactly.
Today's
Yes. Oh
G-Mom
my goodness. Oh, that made me smile.
Carries Landy's candies and Liberty Orchard's candies and all those good candies in her purse.
Look, we're gonna be ready. She will be ready for every holiday. Let me give you the item number for this. It's M91056. It's Liberty Orchard. They do so many great things well, but I love their story and the fact that they're bringing us these fruit and nut combination snacks at a great price, $39. The Easy Pay is $13. Shipping and handling is free. And you can also get this on auto delivery if you enjoy it. It's auto delivery every 60 days for 1 year. And so I did the math. You're getting 60. They come out to about 65 cents each for this fruit and nutty goodness. I'm not sure if we can go back to that video, or Marie Louise, if you want to talk about what the video looks like and how they're made and how they're constructed and how they cut and slice.
I would love to. I would love to. So since we're not all going to get on a plane and go to Washington State, join me.
Okay.
Think about making a jam. And when you're making a jam or a jelly, a really good homemade one, you have to start with fruit, tons of fruit. Look at the color of this. Fruit juice, fruit concentrate, fruit purees. It's like a giant fruit roll-up, but look how thick that is.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes my mouth water just looking at that, knowing how much fruit is in there. And paired with nuts. So they've taken these beautiful, fresh, fragrant, delicious, sweet fruits, and they put them with the nuts that they go best with. Then they are cut, they are tossed in a little bit of powdered sugar, that's actually filling up some of the trays that